J-Boss Entertainment. We lit chat.
The engineer, Smooth CLK, my bro. You already know we had an intensive history from humbles, from beginning, humbling beginnings to where we at now today. And that stretches at least 20 years or better, right?
Of course, yeah.
20
20 years about it.
So Smooth, go ahead, man. Give them a little bit of who you are and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let them know.
I'm Smooth the engineer. I'm the guy that was with Cuban Link after the downfall of his Terror Squad run with you know who. So I've been there from day one, from that situation and before. But my point tonight is something a little different. We're going to talk about what just happened on social media and the internet. That
Wait till a little the chat gets in. That's why I tell you to talk a little bit so the chat can be. You got
yeah,
17.
I just want. Well, if you don't know me, I'm on Panda Chop. I was definitely a Cuban Link advocate from day one. Always have been. This is my brother. We've done nothing but beautiful music together and
Oh
been
yeah,
there for each other. He's always been somebody that I looked up to and always had love for. He helped me become the engineer that I became outside of, the work that I did with him. He was a strong force in making me a very, very engineer in the game. He gave me a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of how to, oh man, have substance and
good looking,
knowledge
my
of
bro.
how to be who I got to be. So,
And
with
ditto,
that being
back to you.
said,
That back to you, man. We worked hard between each other. We got the chemistry. We had the energy, and we fed off each other's talent, and we
yeah,
came up also because of your energy and your knowing how and behind that mixing board. So you know what I'm saying. I thank you. But now I
appreciate
think
you.
we can get to it. We can get to it because this situation right here had me bugged down a little bit. I'm gonna let you know. Let me set it off by yeah, because I gotta set it off. I told you to set it off. I think I gotta set it off with this, right? About like 4 or 5 days ago, maybe 3 days ago, I did a post, right? And you know me, I go in on my situation, usually about the Fat Joe situation, the Jada. I call it the crack and kiss show, the kiss and crack show, really. And what I mean by that is that they kissing Fat Joe's butt, blah blah blah, kiss and crack show, right? So my day that day was a little rough. I was mad about, certain people in my camp around me at the time. And that same night, I pulled up the camera, the phone, and I got to work. I got to saying what's in my chest, And that same day, I remember I seen a little clip of the Jada and Kiss show, Kiss and Crack show. And Joe usually, his baloney stories that he was telling. He told one story. And I think I was relating to you, right, Smooth? The story he said. Do you remember?
Yeah,
What I said?
yeah.
What I said? What was the story?
Well, you spoke about how you felt like Jada
No, no, no,
was
no.
picking.
The story, just the story that
What's
Joe was
what,
telling.
what story?
Oh, forget. No, I thought you remembered. Right now, no, it was the story that Joe was saying, and Jada was just laughing about it.
Oh
Right?
yeah, okay.
He threw the flag up, and it was a joke to them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, okay. We spoke
So
about that. Yeah.
I felt like I got tight at that moment. I got tight at the YouTube. I was tight at the YouTubers also. I remember I named Hassan a little bit, and just tough love really with them. You know what I'm saying? With Zip, with the Drip, with Ten Toes, guys like that. That I was like, I was just tight, man, just tight. And it was like, yo, I was tight that Joe came in the game and started taking, Doggy Diamonds. That he came in the game and he's disrespecting, the people that actually, make their livelihood from this YouTube thing, and they have been like a great force inside this YouTube platform, right? And I also gave them love, so I was like, "Where's my love?" And you know what I'm saying? I got to it. Where's my love? Like I know I show love, right? So what's the love back? You know what I'm saying? And it's like I was on that. I was on my Vietnam flashback. You know what I'm saying? Me doing a lot of things for people, and it's like when I expect certain things. Anyway, that was the mood that was in.
No,
So I went in on
no.
Jadakiss. I went in. I challenged him even lyrically. Uh, I disrespected him by inviting him to a private part. That's my New York, thugged out, low classic Steve, just me on full mode. F everybody. So I did that. Right. Went to sleep. Next day I woke up and I watched it, and it reminded me of like an 8-hour live that I did, which I was getting drunk and I was under the influence, and my words, I didn't like enough representation. So I watched it back, how I looked on it, and I was like, nah, man, I look crazy. That liquor had me feeling exactly what I'm saying. I'm feeling it right at the moment, but I ain't like the way I portray myself or said things or disrespect in a certain way. Because if that was the case, I would say that to people's faces. I'm not that type of dude, right? But I got caught up with just that. Now, I didn't mean what I say. I said, but I erased it. So now in my mind, that blog, which is right here, CLK, my platform was erased. I erased it myself because I said, nah, you know what? If I do this, when I do this again, somebody interviews me, I'm gonna explain it, why the frustration and why the disappointment with certain people, especially at Jadakiss and certain people. That's what I did. Now I didn't know what happened today when you called me, so you take it from
Okay. So let me give you the perspective that me and most people probably in the industry, or I mean, in the world, saw it as. One, I didn't know.
No. I want you to
Wait,
describe what
wait, hold
happened
on,
with
wait,
you, how
wait.
you
Let
got
me,
that. We're
let
gonna
me,
get
let
into
me,
that. We're gonna get
let
into
me
that.
get. All right.
We're gonna get
Let
into
me
that. I
speak to
want you
you
to.
from my perspective.
Yeah, but you
At the
already going
moment
into
that I
that.
saw it, I had no idea
But
what
who
you
put you
had going
onto it?
on.
That's
So
what I'm
let me
saying.
finish. I had no idea
Oh,
what was going on with you and Jada or Joe or whatever you felt. I had no
okay,
idea.
good.
My big brother, Big CO, sent
Okay,
me a DM because he's our brother as well. And he
right.
said, yo, look at this. I want you to see what's going on. When he sent it to me, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Right? First and foremost,
Just
my
stop cursing. Let's
first,
stop cursing. We're
I'm
not drunk
sorry.
today.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Conversation.
My first take on it was, why is Cuban doing this right now? I felt like, this is my perspective. This is my opinion.
Did you do the DMX?
No,
Here we go again. Did you do
no, I did not. I
that?
went with, my first thought was, this is not needed right now
Yeah,
for going at Jada, right?
right,
And then I thought about, I know why you're doing that in my mind, but I said in the same token, I think this is going too far. I felt like whatever he's got going on over there, that's whatever he's got going on over there. You shouldn't be divulging in that, because your fans are already going to pick a side, and a lot of them are going to not understand why you're doing what you're doing. So I got upset at you,
right,
because in my mind, I'm like, why is my brother doing this? He should know better. Not knowing the backstory of what you just told and how you felt and where you were coming from with it, all I saw was the world that loves Cuban and loves Jada are not going to understand this. They're not going to
right,
understand why this just happened, and they're going to pick and choose a side. They're making people pick and choose a side, one. And two, I'm like, this man is getting a bag over there for whatever reason. We already know how this game goes. Let that go. Right?
right. That's
Now,
for
when
you.
I
That's what you
talk to
think.
you, that's how I'm thinking.
No,
And
so
when I
then,
talk,
wait. Let me take it from here. All right, you said your story. I'll sit back in. So now I wake up late, right, about 2 hours ago, right? So I'm just waking up. Whatever. I went to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Did what I have to do. Came back out. See my phone. It was, you know what I'm saying? I had a message. My brother, smooth, and it said, "Yo, man, how can you do this? What's going on? How you did this? I love you. How can you do this?" And I'm thinking in my mind, what the hell did I do to Smooth? Like personally, right? I'm like, what did I do? And I'm thinking for like a second. I kept writing. He wrote me two messages. You shouldn't have did that, this, that. And I'm like, what the hell did I do to Smooth now? And in my circle, or what I'm saying, has been happening a lot. I have a lot of like inside baloney smokers that we both know. And maybe he heard something that I said. You know how people do, the haters and the enemies and the traitors, they'll say something to somebody around you, and then the person will believe you. So I'm thinking that was what happened, some personal stuff. So then I call him up immediately. He Smooth, what up? Yo, how you gonna do that, man? I said, what the hell did I do? So Smooth tells me what's going on. It's about the comment that was going on in social media right now, where they uploaded the message from my thing that I erased the next day. But it's okay. I'll stand on anything I say. Uh, and I'm definitely here to explain it better. You know what I'm saying? Not backing out of anything. I'm just gonna explain it a little better. You know what I'm saying? With frustration, anger, and also, know-how of what's going on, reality, common sense. And Smooth didn't know that. So Smooth gets at me like it's personal, low. So that's why I was bugging. Like, the hell, Smooth? Is it that serious? I don't understand, but I erased that. How somebody go even get that from me? It's coming from my platform. So I guess somebody recorded it, they downloaded it, and they put it in their own platform. You know what I'm saying?
So
Now,
I
if
want
you're
the
gonna
world
do
to
that, but
understand.
let me say that I don't know how that works. But if you're gonna do that, I hope I'm getting paid from that, right? Do I get paid
No,
for that?
wait,
That you
wait,
doing that?
hold on, wait. I'm gonna get to that. Let me
That's
get to
business.
this
This is
first. What
business,
you
though.
just
I don't know, but anyway, I erased
first
it.
and foremost, there's no business between me and you. This is all brotherly love.
No, but
My
this part, this
personality.
part,
Oh,
this part is business with somebody else.
no, wait. Let me get to that.
You know more than me.
So the reason why I came at you is because
Right.
I love you as a brother, and I only want the best for you, and I always just wanted that for you, right? So the first thing I said in my mind was, this is not the best for him. I know my brother. I know how he feels. I know sometimes he can get so emotional about things, but this is not the right way to address his emotion, right? So that's what I said to you when
And
I talked to you.
I didn't see that it's been out like you saw the clip that you saw is in the internet. And I didn't know that was floating around because I thought I erased it. Remember that? So I'm talking to you before I even noticed that was out there like that. So I'm
And
like,
I don't
you're right.
know
You people just saw
what
it
you're
and know
seeing.
it.
So all I'm saying to myself is, how are you doing this so viciously? And my thoughts, right? Not knowing, I know that you're doing it because of your conviction and how you are and how you feel. I understand that. I love you for being my brother. I know you who you are, but
Right.
I'm just like, this is not the right platform for this. You should speak to him personally about however you feel, and this shouldn't be something the industry or the world should see or know. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, but personally, I haven't seen. You think they gonna even take a meeting with me, take a thing with me, or we could talk or anything? They would not do that. So at the end of the day, yeah, this has become my tool of getting my emotions out. Not saying that I was right by saying those things in that way. My problem is I don't like portraying the drunk, angry, bitter person
But
kind of image,
I
right?
don't want the
But it's that,
world to see you in that way of
but at the
being
end of the
that.
day,
And
I'm
that's
fine with
what
it, right?
made me mad.
But listen, I'm fine with it if it's real me, right? This is a real Cuban revolution. It's about to be televised. And I've been doing that through the years, right? I think people have a lot of respect and love for me because of that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of
Okay, all
how I
right.
come across, let me say something. How I come across, right? I didn't like myself the way because I knew I was, I know when the alcohol hit me and I say things that's like, oh, I want to fight. I want to fight. I wish somebody was in front of me. And that would be that situation if it was real live, right? Regardless if it was alcohol or not, there's emotions and there's real facts that I can vindicate it with and I can justify it with. But it's deeper than that. I don't want people to just get think
Again,
that
now back to
that
our
is me.
comments before. You backed me down when I felt like I was that same person, and I knew in my heart and conviction that I needed to say these things. And you said, "No, Smooth, you're bigger than that. You're better than that." You
Yeah,
stopped me.
do it smart,
I
do it
didn't.
better than that. That's right. You're right.
I didn't
That's
have
why
the
I agree
chance
with
to
you.
do that,
I
and
agree with you.
I
I
know
agree.
that you, if I would have had the chance to talk to you before you made that blog, we would have been able to say to ourselves, this is not the platform for this.
No, you're
You are
right.
bigger
You're
and
right.
better than that.
You're right. But it
And
is the
that is the
perfect
wrong,
platform for it, but it's not.
that's the wrong person
Image. It's the
to
wrong image for
attack.
me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I agree with you, Smooth. I agree with you. Now, what I disagree with you is being that angry towards something that's real, and as I know, is real emotions just put in the wrong way with disrespect, and that's why I don't want to even see that. That's not my type of my type of getting my message across that I want to portray out. When we all human, we all get frustrated. We all feel a certain way, like the
I
SMD thing.
agree.
SMD thing, I take that back. I don't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was in your face, I would respect that more. And then we get to the fight. But to say it on here, that's something I don't want to portray that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? I'm with. Now the anger, when you in your feelings, sometimes it gets there. And the SMD definitely could have been translated in my frustration of how I feel about how Jada and my relationship was with Jada. You know what I'm saying? How much I did and I do got love for him and his career and his lyricism.
All right, so
But
let's speak about that.
but let me show you the contrast. Me being a fan of Jada, right? Being a real dude and actually met him and chilled with him and did work with him. You know what I'm saying? And been through the years, always been cool with him. That hurt, right? That's like, yo, you feed my enemy right now, and he's using you, right? The Joe dude is using you, and y'all making a mockery of him being a liar with the flags. That's all of that. That's all of the stories that he told is a lie, even about Biggie. That Jada could concur and be like, yo, Joe, you got a real discussion and be like, get the liar out, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I expect a real nigga to get a fake nigga to lie out. That's how it goes, right? Even though it happens here and there, but it's not to where they make them accountable for it. And that's what I expect from Jada as being a real individual, right? And a dope ass lyricist that I respect. So at the end of the day, at that day when I did that blog, my mind came to the conclusion: it's like, yo, you ain't gonna put the wool over my eyes anymore, my nigga. You ain't gonna DM me and tell me we cool, me, pun family you love and all that, and you helping out the same dude that hurt the family upon, and it's hurting the game. It's trying to block people. It's taking credit for lyrics that he never wrote and never giving credit to. Like Jada went through this with Diddy, so I expect better of Jada to really confront these things, these topics with him with some dignity and some realness. And when he doesn't do that, he throws a joke and it's all friendly and kumbaya. It makes a brother like me feel like, oh, he fake too, and you helping my enemy. You know what? It's on. You part of the problem. So that's how I felt that day, and I didn't express it this way. Maybe it makes more sense to you or why Cuban Link.
All right, no, you make complete sense to me, but I'm gonna be as real as you are right now. We talking about industry niggas, right? We talking about niggas that's getting a bag. We talking about people that are getting. Hold on, wait. We're talking about.
I don't care about.
Wait, see, let me speak. We're talking about people that are getting a bag off of the industry and not caring about relationships. We are talking from your perspective and my perspective of being real men.
But I think it's also hurting the game, though. The game, the truth without being part of
you and I are speaking about being real men and being real men in the street, right?
It could be personal to me, Smooth, but it's also about the culture,
so
about not lying about where things happened in the past, about not changing history, about not trying to say that, I was part of, inventing hip hop and trying to, keep shoving lies down the throat into somebody saying, oh, maybe they did, or, just lying about hip hop. I'm part of the hip hop culture. I know I did great things.
You are part of the hip hop culture. What I'm saying is,
I'm my nigga, but this is not just about the hip hop culture anymore. It's about getting the bag, like you said. So they trading getting the bag for the culture. I'm for the culture. We taking the short end of the sticks. Doggy Diamond is for the culture. He taking the end of the sticks. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that came up with real situations and what they did in the YouTube, like Hassan Campbell, his story, the Africa Bambaataa story. That's a real story, right? But it's being part of the game. Zip with the Drip, 10 Toes, they all got stories, man. Dope ass YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, that I feel like, should get more respect in what they've done as far as the craft instead of being laughed at and being
right.
like,
so let me go back to the reason why I called you. Or I text you and you call me. The reason being that you're part of the culture. You are a very important part of the culture.
Too, man. I'm part of the human race.
Wait,
I'm part of
you're not letting me talk.
Because
I love you, brother. Wait. You're not letting me talk.
Because it's a revolution.
No, this is what you were doing on the phone with me. You got to let me talk. I love you.
I want you to stick to it. Stick to the revolution.
No, so let me speak my side, and then you can say whatever you want to say. This is the fucking sorry, excuse me. This is the problem that we have when we're conversating. You are part of the culture, the industry. You are part of what we know as being hip hop. You are a very, very important person in the culture. Don't ever forget that. And when I said what I said to you, it was because I was coming from the heart as your brother and as a person that knows you being part of the culture that made me respect the culture so much. You can't say certain things that you might feel out of anger or frustration because of the culture. When you said what you said to me, hearing you say what you said to Jada, that was disrespectful to the culture. Now I understand. Wait, let me speak. I know
I
you.
thought,
Let me
nah,
speak.
gotta
Let me
talk,
speak.
gotta talk.
Let me speak. Let me speak. I know you. I know what you're about to do. Let me speak. You represent the culture to a level that you have expectations beyond me, beyond our friendship. That when you say these things in a forum of people, they see it differently than what you might think. And your anger and frustration
I think I got the
supersedes
pulse. I
you.
think I got the pulse of the
Wait,
real individuals. That's all I
it
care about.
supersedes you. I'm not trying to pick any sides, but the side of knowing that you need to be the culture and not the Cuban link sometimes when it comes to your anger. And that's what you just said. And I'm taking what you just said as what I felt, because that's really what I felt. You are bigger than this. You are the culture of hip hop. You are something that's like you have a legacy.
All
You
right.
have a legacy. Wait, and
That's
I'm
that's
thankful
that's the
to
way
be a
you
part
think
of your
about me, my
legacy.
brother. I made you a believer with that, and I see that, and I thank you. I salute you for that.
And
But it's
and
not
and
necessarily it's not necessarily what everybody thinks. Sometimes deception could be, you know what I'm saying, what's been shown. And I don't agree what's being shown in certain places about lies, about standing, people, real individuals getting used by a liar and a con artist to for the culture to see that he's good. Look, I sample. I don't like that. That's whack. That's whack. That's just like, you rocking with my enemy, you my enemy. Bottom line, right? You making money while my enemy, my enemy's stomping me down, so I don't get it. I don't get to climb up to do what I do. But you helping him, but then you telling me, just like what Nori did in the beginning. Oh no, I love Cuban, but uh, nobody that I rock with could ever do something with Cuban. Because I do whatever Joe tells me. So now I gotta block Cuban because of Joe, my friendship with Joe. But I love Cuban. What kind of fucking love is that? Are you gonna keep
but
getting slapped by these dudes like that?
if you come from what we come
Come
from in the
on, man.
culture, there's nobody that did that what they doing. These are these new they're making excuses for how to rep the culture. You are the epitome of the culture. You came
But you
from a
feel
different
like that,
cloth.
Smooth. I thank you, and I
I
once again I
and
appreciate you,
I know that a lot of your followers feel the same way. That's why I was
and they
mad
do,
at you.
and they do,
That's
dog.
why I was mad at you
But we
because I
still in the
embedded
but we
I
still in the
encompassed the
revolution.
culture of those people.
Let me talk about it. Still a revolution. The revolution. I'm telling you, it's not just happening with me like that. Like I said, it was a metaphor. I said it with the Cuban Revolution will be televised instead of not televised like back in the days. And it's just the world is agreeing with me. The world. What was the example that I showed you and I told you? Why did the U.S. go to Venezuela to
Yeah,
take
we
over that?
talked about this.
Now we talked about it. I didn't give you that metaphor because I'm trying to tell you, like, you know, Venezuela has riches and all of that. That's what
Yes.
Jadakiss is. Jadakiss is Venezuela. Joe went in there, did whatever he did, but he's trying to use Venezuela for him. And I didn't mean it like that, but I meant it like the whole point was I can't let nobody come into my circle, my space, and stain it with lies. Not while it's in mine. It's going to hurt me. He's going to infiltrate with the lies. He's going to validify whatever, but make his lies valid to the people because he has more power and more ways that he could get out there. He had companies with money behind him, so he's getting broadcasters. They went to Netflix. You know what I'm saying? They went to Netflix. So at the end of the day, he's going to get a broader audience. Now you taking this liar con artist that has a backstory of doing nothing but damage to the culture. That I'm trying to say, yo, he don't belong there. That's just my opinion. Now, whoever helps him
Okay.
with that,
So
and not just Jadakiss, he has a vehicle.
I
I
think
feel
your
I feel
approach.
wait. I feel the whole system, the industry is backing him up. That's where the corruption stands, to me. So Jadakiss is a pawn in that with me as far as that. But it's just so surprising to me. Like I always felt Jade is so real, and
All
he's
right.
been
You know
so.
what? All right.
Wait.
Hold
Let
on.
me
Wait.
give some props, man. Let me talk. Jadakiss has been so real in his lyrics and what he said, even though he didn't do whatever he said he did on that, but it was beautiful music created, dope style. Been one of my favorites forever. I even did a song with him. You know what I'm saying? And I paid him off, and I gave him some love when I, you know what I'm saying. He told me he would do it for free and all that. I said, nah, I got you. So at the end of the day, it's like I know I took care of my brother when I had the I was in position to. I took care of him. We did a great song together, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's that, you know, Jada is so close to the situation, him being taken advantage by Puffy, him going through what he had to do to get away from Puffy as far as like break away with the locks. He has so much similarities with the stuff that we went through, the Terror Squad, right? Chris Rivers, which is Pun's son. Styles helped him. Styles, I was saluting Styles all day for helping him. He was going, I know he was going against Joe's demands at the time. So I saluted Styles and the whole lots for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I wrote Senorita, the song. Jadakiss knows I wrote Senorita, the hook, and he wrote the verses. Why did Jadakiss get on the show with him and he let Joe, a fake MC, a ghost, somebody that used to get ghostwriting for, and he knows it. Why would he let him say that he wrote the song and take credit for my achievements? It's crazy. That's something for Jada to look back and be like, yo, but we made that song dope. You did the hook, I did the verses. I wanted to have that conversation and compliment each other on that because that was my credit and that was his credit. But I get those kind of credits taken away because he's rocking with my enemy, somebody that don't want nothing but the worst for me because he hates the truth. He hates that mirror I put up. And now the whole YouTube, real individuals in the YouTube are feeling exactly what I said about Joe all these years. He's one of those belugas, the whale in the pool. He goes in a pool and he tries to put the pressure on all the little fishes because he got more power from the up tops and the money part. So he thinks that he could call everybody a bum. He thinks he could disrespect everybody, not give them their full due, like he's better than them. And that's what hip hop is not about. And I'm sure it's so clear to everybody that you have a division. Yes, you have 50% of the people probably definitely understand and believe what I say, but then the other 50, they believe in what he said. Just like the Democrats, you know what I'm saying, and the Republicans. It's like that. And it's like, you already know where it's at, my brother. We human, we listen.
All right.
And you can tell a lie from a truth anytime. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of saying, let it ride. I'm tired.
I hear you. You're coming from a political aspect of this whole industry.
Everything.
Okay. But wait.
Human,
you if you love me, you're gonna let me speak.
Stop with the love, because I put the lipstick on and I was
all right, so let me say what I gotta say.
Boy,
the reason why we came to this conversation is because of the comments that were made in this blog, right? Now let's get back to the meat and potatoes of this whole conversation.
Like I
Hold
said,
on, wait.
Listen,
let me finish.
Wait, let me give you this.
Wait.
Let me give you this.
I'm not on anybody's team.
After I talked to you, I hung up the phone. I turned on the Instagram, and what do I see? My blog talking. I was like, oh, that's why Smooth
all right.
is mad.
Okay.
That's what I said.
I gotta take a fucking shot. Take a shot, because you're not listening.
You've been drinking today, but not me.
No, you're not. No. I'm completely. I need to drink more so I can get myself out of this mindset.
When I was talking to you, remember, I didn't know that you was mad because
I understand that. Everywhere. But let me get. Okay. So can I revert back to what my point was? My point was the people that are watching, that saw that blog, that are reading, are gonna feel some sort of way, as I told you, as your brother, about your comments towards Jada. So when you said what you said towards Jada, I'm not. Oh, wait. Let me finish. That's Cuban being a Cuban hater. Oh, now Smooth is being a Jada lover. No, you cannot say that. Oh, I'm better bar for bar, this and that. For somebody that you call your brother. If this is somebody, Jada. Listen, you're going at Jada.
Listen, my brother showed me if they brother.
You're not listening to me. And again, I'm here for the bloggers. I'm here for the people that are listening and watching. I'm speaking for them. You're not speaking for them.
If you talk about brother, you're talking about Cain and Abel too. Okay, go ahead. Cain and Abel, go ahead. Those are brothers.
You can spit whatever narrative you want to spit right now. That's not what I'm talking about.
People lost with brotherhood. Like, you're my brother. Right?
No. Okay.
Jada is
you said, hold on. You said
let's be talking.
That you're bar for bar better than Jada. You're this and that, and you're putting Jada.
I said I'll body him.
Yes. Okay. You should have never said that. What are you doing?
That's a hip hop challenge. You all put me to the test, right? I got the spotlight, right? If you take me serious, if you take me serious, we'll go ball for ball. I got no problem with stepping in the ring or doing my thing behind the booth or whatever challenge y'all want to take.
Again,
put me to
not
the test.
giving me a
It'll
chance
bring
to
the best
voice
out of
what
me.
I'm saying to you. You
It brings
have
the best
no
out of
right
people.
to say that, Cuban. You have no right to say that.
Who don't have the right to? See, that's
You
when
don't.
you go crazy. That's when you go crazy.
Again,
That's
so
why
now
I
you
feel
want to
like, yo,
say
the
that I'm
brotherhood,
picking
that
other
people,
sides. No, you got to listen to what I'm saying. It's not about being in love with this one or that one. It's about being respectful to the culture. And you were disrespectful to the culture by saying that because you feel some way about one man's thoughts and ways of moving. Hold on,
wait a
wait.
minute.
No,
Wait a minute.
I
Wait
let
a
you
minute.
fucking talk.
You
Excuse
making
me.
an opinion, though. You making an
YouTube, I
opinion.
let you talk.
You might not feel that way.
My
Right?
opinion is as good as your opinion. So
No, it's
let me
not.
speak my opinion.
No, it's
Wow,
not. It's not
wow,
as good because
wow,
it's mine. It's mine, right? So
wow,
it can't be
wow.
as good at it. It can't be good at it if I'm going to be the one in the ring fighting. It can't be as good at it because I got to believe in myself. I got to set my
So
pen.
there's
Right? I got
no
to set my.
commentators outside the ring that have
Yeah,
their
but you got to
opinion
see
on
the
what they
fight. But
say.
you got to see the fight now. Now you
But
got to
you
see the
got to
fight.
give me the commentator.
But
I'm
you got to
Max
see the
Kellerman
fight.
right now.
But you didn't see the fight yet. You didn't see the fight yet. You got to see the fight, right? So now I got to get ready, right? If I want to, I'm saying ball for ball, verbally, right? I want to make a song, right? Not even about this is disrespect. This who better, right? I'm not with the disrespect and underhanded thing. I'm just saying who really as a human being. I'm just talking about lyrics, right? So lyrics,
I'm not talking about that, Q.
I feel
Again, you're
that I
not
could do
letting me
better.
voice my opinion. You
That's what I
might
feel.
be, you might not be, but that's not the point. You shouldn't say that.
Why not? Who the fuck is? Why would you say that? The problem is that people don't say that, and they act like it's kumbaya, kumbaya. When if we pushing each other's
You're
pen,
allowing this
we pushing each other.
situation to dictate what you are going to do for the culture.
No, I really feel I'm the best lyricist ever right now.
You should.
So
You
what's the
should.
problem? So what? He should too.
But why are you dictating that towards someone that has nothing to do with your problem? Because they are adversary next to the person. Because now they're
Yeah,
adversary
because
next to the
that's hip
person.
hop. That's challenging in hip hop. That's what hip hop became about. Battling, you know what I'm saying? Making hot music, pushing each other's pen. And you know, that's I'm about that. I'm about also the real part of life where we see each other. I'm also about that. So it's not my fault that I'm who I am. You know, I'm cool with it. Like I said, man, it's no personal. I'm just saying that Jada's getting used and abused by baloney, like what what Puffy did to him before. And I can't believe that he could get caught in the same thing. But Puffy's not doing it. I mean, Joe's not doing that to Jada um, directly now. Like, he's not jerking Jada. He's probably treating Jada like a king. He's probably treating him fair as hell. So he can make a mockery of how I'm lying, how he didn't do that to me, or how he misused me and you know, did what Puffy did to him, to what he did to Chris Rivers, to Liza, Pun's wife, to Triple Six, to all the Terror Squad members as artists. That's what he's trying to do. And y'all letting him do that, but just because he's treating Jadakiss good, that don't mean he's exonerated for what he did in the past. And
I
that's what
think
they're
you should
trying
pick
to
a
do.
better forum to come at him and do what you're doing. I think you should have picked a better forum to do that and not on that little blog. But now you said, damn, I should have did that. I pulled that back. It was too late. Now people see it. It is what it is. What I'm saying is when I saw it, I said, my brother's bigger than this. I
Your
love you.
brother, let
You're a
your brother call it. Listen.
lyrical assassin is your name for a reason. I love you.
All right, but ain't nobody ever challenged me out of the Terror Squad, like, you know, that problem we had. I'm talking about lyrically. I'm talking about real lyrically, or some more like, you know, less impressed with our pen, with our best.
So now it's
But
time
that's
for you
not
to
even
go
it. I'm
toe to
just saying.
toe. Now
Listen,
you got to
I'm
go
telling you,
toe to toe, right? You ready to go toe to toe?
toe to toe. That's what
That's
I'm saying.
it.
But with anybody, it's not just, you know, when I get my nigga, when you get frustrated,
No,
it's
you
human. It's
you
human.
you you pull the fucking wool behind the ear. You wait. Now it's time to go toe to toe.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's toe to toe in whatever way is what I'm saying. That's how I get frustrated because that's how I do my everything I do. I'm real life 3D and whatever I do. You know what I'm saying? If I spoke it before, it's because I really meant it. I really said this to people's faces and stuff like that. And I'm ready to do whatever. That's just me, right? That's too real for certain people, right? And that might scare people. And that definitely scares the enemy where it's like, oh, let me just not say his name. when it comes to contributions to the game, to my pen game that I gave. Like
So
I know, yeah,
you know why?
I'm
You know why I
Spanish,
really got mad?
but
I
I
really
know
got
I'm
mad
Spanish.
because
I
I
know I'm
feel like it
Spanish.
got
I know
convoluted.
Spanish.
I feel
I'm
like
not.
you went so far left on Jada when it was really
All
on the
right, but it's
right of
enough. He's a
Joe.
human being, my dude. I have a relationship with
No,
Jada
but I
too.
feel like
I had it.
that
Like
anger
I
shouldn't
know
have been
Jada.
towards
Did you ever
Jada.
meet Jada? Did you ever meet him?
No.
All right, I did. All right, broke bread together, did song together, chill with him, know his people. They know I got nothing but love and always had nothing but love. But it's a point to love. It's like if I keep with the love, you're gonna fucking kill me with your love. You're helping my enemy to crush me, and you know it, but you act like you're not on. You don't see it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These niggas will love you to death. I'm not gonna let it happen. Now we too old. I told you we on legacy time. Niggas is on legacy time. It's just that the ending of
You
your
are a
story. You're
legend.
not gonna fuck
You
up
are a
my story
legend.
with fake shit. That's what I'm saying. You're not. I'm not gonna let nobody fuck it up. I don't give a fuck how much baloney this nigga could buy off, how much presentations of golden and the fake gold and diamonds that you can put in your face so you can follow him. The truth is the truth. And when you hit those topics about past issues, like with me, with my brother Pun, with his family, when it comes to like Triple Six, to the terror squad situation, I know it. I know the contracts. I ain't gonna let nobody else come in as a third, observer, third party and validate that sucker. I'm not. I can't. So I feel like Jada is trying to validate that sucker. And either he's dumb, which I think Jada's far from dumb. He knows what it is. So the money is was buying him off.
It's the
All right, go get
bag.
your money. But
It's the bag.
just know that bag is interfering with another person's career and past legacy that's really been out there and I put work in for my legacy. So don't do that. Don't think that my stories that I say are jokes that you can throw flags at and dudes are just go sit back and be like, oh, it's funny. Look, I know what you're doing. A small person knows what they're doing. But the rest of the public, if they didn't know, I'm gonna wake them up. I'm gonna wake them up. You don't want to do that about me? Hell no. Never. About my people? Never. You're not gonna do that. And that's it. That's how I felt. Now, like I said, I disrespected by doing all that SMD street shit. But if you're from New York, you know how we can get loose, a little illic in your system. Like I said, if we was face to face, Jada, not for nothing, I know he's not. I think he's far from the P word. You know what I'm saying? But if we got to heat exchange and we're there, and he goes where he says certain things like defend Joe, it's wrong. He's gonna pop it. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that. I think he knows that. I know that he will definitely fight, man. He got real niggas in school. I love the Rough Riders. But they know me. And they know that I'm valid and I'm 100.
Yeah, I know. They love you.
So that's the thing is that we don't want it to get there, but how long are you going to put me to sleep? How long you think you're going to put the violin on me and put me to sleep and let y'all keep on climbing? Well, a brother like me is like, I'm waiting for a real dude to step, salute to Doggy Diamond. You know what I'm saying? Salute to with the
listen.
Salute to Hassan Campbell. Salute to all those that know the truth. But they was a little too quiet to say it because it was in their business and they didn't get into the Cuban Link beef like that, where it's like they could really go inside to what Cuban Link's been and expose things about Joe. Now they're gonna happen. Now it's gonna happen, I guarantee you. Because a virus like Joe, you gotta cut it from the roots. And I was the root for that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it is what it is, It's no complaining, it's no nothing. It's just how I feel. I catch Vietnam flashbacks. I told y'all that. I did it with every member of the terror squad. Whenever I saw them, they know me. They know I'm not lying or playing around. But do I go look for it? No, because you know what? It's like, okay, let's do the strategy. Let's
Yo,
get our
Q,
business.
hold on, wait. All right, so I never called you on the bullshit. I called you as a brother. I was wondering what was going on. I wanted to know how you felt. I wanted to know why you felt the way you did. I was feeling a certain way because I only saw it from the world's perspective virally, and I was saying to myself, I know my
That's not a
brother.
good look. I agree with you. I said it's not a good look
I
to
say he's
present
bigger
that.
than this.
To
I know
present
he's
that
better than this.
that way, I apologize for that, for even presenting that when I should be a little more mature and a little more. It's a brand new year with a different mentality and not even thinking about the past like that and all that. 100%. But Cuban is Cuban. Cuban is Cuban. I'm gonna catch a flashback. I'm sorry. And did I mean all of that? Not as disrespectful, but I meant the emotions I had. Yes. Especially out with Jada. I did want him to wake up. It's like a wake up, my nigga. It's like one of those. But
Look,
did I meant it personally to say, that's disrespectful. I wouldn't talk to him like that because I have more respect for him. Now, if that energy comes towards me, of course. But yeah, it's just that came out of frustration, out of other people now seeing what's going on, and them being not even them, Joe being on top, laughing and going like he got that, he's getting rewarded for all the lies and all the con artist shit he did. It's like he's getting rewarded. I'm like, y'all rewarding this
I,
dude,
I,
man?
I just didn't want people to see you in that light that I know you're not about. And that was one thing that hurt me. And I wanted to make sure that we were clarified in that. I wanted people to understand that you're not really against one, the culture, and two, some of
Culture.
your people that are part
I
of the
take L's for the
legacy.
culture. I take an L for the culture
I
all day.
know,
All I do is represent the culture.
but
All I do
you
is
are
represent, real
a
lyricism.
legacy gentleman, and you
But if
have
people
a
feel that way,
legacy,
listen. But if people feel like that, they're not with Cuban anyway. They're with the bag. They're
but
with the
you are
bag.
part of the
They was selling
legacy
out for
of
anything.
this. This industry has a legacy that you have been a part of. You got to understand that. And a lot of people are going to hold you to a high regard, and myself being included,
Well,
because
let's
of the
talk real stuff then.
legacy.
Let's talk real stuff. If we want to be politically correct just for the system, then I'm not the guy. I'm the guy that's gonna give it to you how it is, how I lived it, and what I feel about it. My opinion.
But no,
My
that's part of
opinion
your
usually
legacy.
always, my opinion always sides with the real individual. It's just that real individual is too real for TV, I guess. It's too scary for other guys. That's why they choose the other side. That's why. You know what I mean? And then you choose the other side, it's really going like this to me. Oh hell no, we can't let this again. Oh, Joe's gonna kill us. Oh no, he's too real. He's gonna expose this. That's what's going on. You know? So that's why I gotta take my L's for the culture. Being too real. And being one of the illest lyricists that nobody really is focusing on because either I guess I'm Spanish or the Latino side, the
No,
Menudo, or I'm against Joe and Joe got more power and they can't show me love because then Joe's gonna get mad at them. There's a lot of reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know what music is. I know what dope music is. I if you put any microscope to my lyrics, my songs, you're gonna see a whole different kind of Cuban because it stands the
you are
test of
one
time.
of the illest
It
lyricists
stands the test
alive.
of time, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, you could go back to a Cuban and be like, wow, I nigga was saying shit. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
So it's like the direction, the arrow that points to Cuban and be like, go check him out. That's not been put out there unless I say something crazy, right? I
All
gotta
right.
act like
So
a nut.
again,
Like I told you, I was on Panda Chop acting like a drunk maniac. People was already tuning in, right? But when I toned it down and made sense of it, I was saying the same thing. I was saying disrespectful shit when I was a little crazy. And you know what I'm saying? But when you calm it down and I say it like this, then you understand me and feel me. Like when I told you the beluga whale is going, when you undress Fat Joe, when you undress him, about the truth undressing, he's gonna be butt naked. And y'all ain't gonna never
so
see him again the same way.
what?
And I told y'all this way back.
Let
But
me say
that's how
this:
powerful my truth is, though. That's why it's different. You know what I'm saying?
a lot of people don't know. Yes, you are the lyrical assassin. You've always been one of the best lyricists in the hip hop game.
So say it,
You've
stand
been
on proud and
misconstrued.
stand on
You've
proud,
been
Smooth.
oh, hold on, wait. You've been
Stand on
miscon.
proud
Let
and
me
say,
speak
yo,
my
Jada
piece
can't
about
fuck with
you.
Cuban lyrically. Say that then
Can I?
proud, nigga. I got people that can say that. Some people believe that. I'm not saying the whole culture. I gotta make them a believer. All right, give me the podium. I'll show you. I'll
You
show you.
have been misconstrued as being a very difficult
I'm just
individual
confident. I'm just
personally.
confident
Let
nowadays because I
me,
know my worth. I know my worth. When people didn't know back then,
you
like the
know what?
business people, they didn't know and they didn't
I'm
talk about my worth.
we're gonna have a
I
YouTube
know how
channel,
nice I
and
am.
it's gonna call Let's Move Talk. That's gonna be our YouTube channel. Let's Move Talk. That's gonna be the headroom, and then you're gonna let me talk about you, and you're gonna shut up and just lay back. What I'm saying is, you are prolific. You've always been. I love you for that reason. You've been a dope person as a man. You've been a dope person as a lyricist, and you've always been a friend of mine because of those reasons. You've been a great person to me in my life. What I'm saying to you is, I see you from the outside as an industry loving fan, as well as a person that loves you for who you are. I want to give you your flowers now. You are somebody that I respect and love and have always been my ace booney.
All right, that's why I'm gonna let you
I
talk.
will
I'm gonna let
go.
you talk because I'm gonna get a fucking Kleenex and I'm gonna start fucking crying with you because you're
I
fucking
will
talking the fuck up.
go.
Stop.
I will no like wait. I will go to the fucking whatever with you. What I want people to know is that I came in this conversation with a lot of anger and aggression towards you because
Why?
of that. Because
That's
we're
what I'm saying. Why
brothers.
the hell are you so mad
Wait,
about me saying that?
hold on. Let me speak. Because we're brothers, and I have to let you know sometimes if I feel like I see something or I've heard something that doesn't work to my knowing of you. I hold you to a high caliber. So when you make me feel like I'm not understanding what you're
You know it's
doing or where
coming though.
you're at,
But you know it's coming. You know, you see
I,
Nori, right?
but I
But you
have
see
to
you see
address it.
the
So
wait,
I'm
let me
glad we
let me talk.
came.
Let
I'm
me can I say
no
something?
fuck letting you talk. I let you talk for fucking hours.
But
You let
I'm
me talk, mother. You
yeah.
have been able to be who you have been for a long time, and a lot of people can't tell you what they feel about you. And I'm giving you that right now, and you're still trying to stop me. I love you. You have to understand
Yeah,
that
but I'm saying
sometimes
the difference is that I'm
you're a
saying
very
real shit.
hard individual to understand.
I'm saying
People
real
that
shit.
don't
If
know
you're a
you are
real
not
one, you understand me. You understand me if you're real.
people that
I
don't
just
know you are not going to understand that. And you have to give me
I
that
love you.
room to
I
give
love
the
realness, man. I love
world
realness.
that you have to let the world know how difficult you can be as a person, even though you're a loving person.
Okay,
We love you.
okay. God damn, the love and the
Yeah.
first fucking. My name gonna be
Oh,
Felicia in a minute. You gonna turn me gay? Wait, the fucking love you got. Stop.
oh, you. Get
Pause.
the fuck out.
Come on, we gotta put some
Sorry,
comedy in
YouTube
here.
world. We
We
have to
got the
stop
comedy. You
cursing.
get too fucking emotional and lovey. Stop. I love you. I love you. But listen, the love, it's not. That's not why we here. We here because we had a difference of opinions, and
Yes.
my brother had told me that he didn't like to see that, and I agree with you. I said I didn't like it either. That's why I took it down. Now it didn't matter if I took it down. Somebody took it and reposted. Okay, cool. Now what I'm saying is that okay, they did that, and it's me talking. We got to pay for that shit, because it's getting a lot of traction with the negative. That's negative, right? That's negative things that's going on. I took it down
Yeah.
for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I erased it for a reason. Now I didn't know somebody else was going to record it and all that. But the business side, whoever's what is it, Mob Wars or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
they put it up there and they're getting a lot of traction. Now you see how the negative stuff that I said, because I said a lot of positive stuff, a lot of real stuff, a lot of let's bring hip hop, let's make hip hop great again. All of that stuff never got stolen from my page and then reposted it. But now you see how the gaslighting and the extra, going out their way to promote something that I said that might, what I'm saying, which is great. I don't care, but I'm not with that. I stand on what I said, and it's no backing out. I'm giving you the real, like, sober explanation of why that frustration came about and how it became about without, lying or putting sugar on it. I feel that way. I just didn't feel that angry with the emotions of my hoodness, my Cuban link, standing on that Bronx, 167 corner, uh, acting like I'm there still with the 40. Yeah, they came out, and that's the Vietnam flashback I captured. And I caught those before. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, not that said I'm 100% on that, but it's part of being human. You know what I'm saying? Did I mean those things like I said, like directly, personally? I was angry at people. I was angry at Jada for helping out, my enemy, and him being smart enough to recognize that. But not to that extent for me to say that SFD the other one. I stand on everything. I'm mad, but not that mad to disrespect that man like that.
I
But
hope
you know
you
what? I
learn
feel
from
that
that
I
mistake.
feel that in the same way I feel he disrespect me like that, thinking he could put me to sleep while still, and helping my enemy out and seeing the situation on the punch side of things, not just me, on the Chris Rivers and everything that's going on, and him taking turning the other cheek on that. But you know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful to a real individual. And we both know, like, cut the bullshit out. That was my whole take on it. Let's cut the bullshit out the middle, the fake love and all of that. You get money, all right, you get money. You helping out my enemy, all right, cool. So I'm gonna do my thing. So when I do my thing, it's fuck Jada, fuck Joe. Together. It's not just fuck Joe, because you're helping them out. And that's what I'm saying. That's how I felt. And that's how real individuals take it. That's how real individuals can take it. If you're a real one, you understand. And if you from where we from, you know that. The drive by, when it comes to one dude, it comes for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it be. And not to say it like that, but that's the only way I can make you understand. I know you're not saying F Cuban. I hate Cuban. but you're saying it with your actions. When you rocking with a dude that did, you know, what I'm saying the worst thing you do, something that Puffy did to you, I think you will relate more when it comes to Jada. But it's like,
All right.
you know,
So if somebody gave a bag to you that was to you to sit next to somebody you didn't really care about or knew,
you know I'm different. You know I'm different. If it's a problem,
I'm asking you.
like
I
it's a
have to
Fat
ask
Joe,
the
like
question.
okay, like who?
Would
Like you
you not, or would you let it go?
I would, I would definitely confront it if it's an
No,
issue.
but
If it's an issue, that like a Bambaataa, right? I'm sitting next to Bambaataa. I could praise him for invented hip hop. I would ask him about the Hassan Campbell thing live, so the people would know what side I'm on. Yes, if I was Jada, I would ask him what happened with Pun's son, with Liza, and then, don't let this Joe speak. Ask some real questions. That's what I'm saying. Give yourself that much integrity to those that respect you. And, you know, that's what I expect. Like, I will not be,
Cube,
like
I
I
think
said,
sometimes we speaking from the outside looking in, it
no,
makes it
no.
really easy.
You could put $100,000, $1 million back to back. Cuban Link is going to ask those questions. Because I want to make sure you good. And you can handle that pressure when somebody else do it to you, because I want to know the truth. Not because you rehearsed it and you rehearsed a lie. It's because you're going to say the truth and you're going to stand on it.
They would cut the camera and they would never let that air.
Why? Why would you cut the camera when the beautiful truth is coming up?
They would never let that air because that's
But
where the bag
you
is.
confront me. I'm trying to change that about hip hop. We got to bring the truth back into it. That's why people are having so much hard time with people.
Hip hop is
Because
not what
they
we know it
validate those
as.
type of things.
The
They think money
realistic side of hip hop is gone. This is all a
never
facade
be
now.
gone. It's gonna come back. It's just whether I'm around
This
enough
is
to see it or
all an
not.
image. This is all about money. It's commercialized. It's not what
Come
we
back
know it as
around.
being.
People get tired of the bullshit. I'm telling you.
I'm
What?
just being real.
That's
It's
the whole hope we
bullshit
have a
now.
revolution. All that, people getting tired of that. Look at the world, like I told you, people getting tired of that. The Maduro with the Venezuela treating his people the way he did, like Fidel Castro do to Cuba. You know, go in with oils, tanks of oil, and the most oil reserves in the world, and then misuse it and give it to the drug cartels. You know, give it to the communist people, and you know they mistreat the people, the actual people that lived there. They was living in a prison because of the government. So yeah, Trump was validified. So it could be about oil. It could be about territory. It could be all that. But the main thing that he freed those people. That freedom is more valuable than any oil barrel you could ever buy. And the same with Cuba. The same with Cuba. That's why they did that. They stopped the oil from going to Cuba now. Cuba's gonna really starve. People's gonna suffer until the people in Cuba say, come help us, USA. And they're going to go, and of course, Marco Rubio is Cuban, so you know he's going to be the first one to go in there in Cuba and liberate Cuba. So you understand what I'm saying? It has to be done. Certain things have to be done. They hate Trump because he didn't get permission. They hate him, right? He didn't get permission. All the haters, but they hate it so much. They hate it so much. They're disqualifying the actual Venezuelan people that are saying thank you, Trump, for setting me free. It's like me, the way I felt when Jimmy Carter. When he led us, the Cuban people, in the 1980s, Mariel, Jimmy Carter was the one that said, come, whoever don't want to stand with the Fidel regime, y'all welcome to come. That's what he did. But what Fidel did, he did exactly what Venezuela did now. He let all the crazies, the criminals, out of the jails, and he flooded the Miami streets. That's what, Fidel was the first one to do that. Now that's why you see in Venezuela recently, that's what they did to the economy and all that. They did the same thing. So, you know, and Jimmy Carter's still my favorite president because he let us free.
Let's keep hip hop alive.
Let's make hip hop great again
That's it.
by doing exactly what you don't want to do. Expose these fake dudes, call them out, hold them accountable, and stick with the truth. Because the truth is going to save your ass, whether it's here or in the spiritual world. It's going to save you. So,
Yo, listen. I love you, my brother.
I love you too. I didn't
We're
know.
going to have another conversation.
God damn, I lost my brother Smooth to Jadakiss. He mad at me together.
Nah.
I was like, oh, man. And especially you know me. You know I catch my Vietnam flashbacks. You know I go, I go crazy. You know me. It could be something that happened 30 years ago. The doctor, I might have fucking felt the way the doctor slapped me in my ass and I would go get the doctor. But I catch him. And that was another moment. And I try to, you know, I do my own therapy. I don't
Listen,
got I don't got the Fat Joe that he had to pay a therapist.
I gotta start calling you a little bit more often so we can stay on the same page.
Oh, I would never let you know how I feel though. You know me. You gotta be around.
No.
That came out of nowhere. That came. I told you it was a buildup. It was in my own circle. It was me being frustrated over here where I'm at by my man. And I'm like this, mad at everything. I was like, why can I let loose? And they said, you know what? And then I heard the story with Jada and Joe letting him say some bullshit on his channel on the podcast. And I just got mad because I was like, yo, Jada, you could have stopped him. You could at least interject and ask a question, a real nigga question, so he could find out more from him. You're going to bring out the beluga if you keep asking him the right questions. But it's like he lets it happen. That's how I felt.
He's never going to let you address these situations. That's something that we have to come to a conclusion of.
You got to answer to the people. I'm part of the people. Like, if I'm not part of the system, I'm definitely part of the people. So the people going to hear me. Look at this. Look. Even though it's negative and whatever, they're making it go viral. They're making it go viral. They didn't make my videos and everything go viral. Well, they did. But I'm saying, like the new videos I dropping all that, they ain't giving it the attention they're giving this. They like this, I guess, the computer world. But through this could be a vehicle where you could actually come back and see Cuban, and I'll explain it even further for you, so you could know where my mind is at. And it's not too far from where the people's is at. It's not too far. We want great things to happen. We want clarity for hip-hop. The hip-hop story is a story that's been tainted by the bag. It's been misled by the bag. It had the wrong gatekeepers. That's my struggle. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely my struggle. So I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. You know? And I love Jada. You know that. I can't even tell you for the straight face. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I
don't like Jada. You know I love Jada.
That's all we need to end this conversation on. Jada, you love.
But just like
Cuban.
I love Nori. Just like I love Nori. I love DJ EFN. These are brothers I had relationships with. Look what they did. They on their way to the top because the beluga, they blame the beluga for helping, whatever it is. But it's a Cuban link once they get there. Somehow, it's always, it's not even saying his name. You've seen it. You've seen it on the Drink Champs episodes where they mention my name. Them never gave me the platform to even explain myself. They used and abused me with that. They put a kind of narrative in the world with that because I could combat it with this, but they get more views. They got sponsors. They got bigger things. So he going to do the same thing with Jada. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to stop it before that happens.
I think it's good that you got to clarify some things that a lot of people might not have understood with that one comment. That was something that went viral, but needed to be spoken about. And it was spoken about.
Like this, yes. That's why it's crazy. Yeah. It happens for a reason. Look, you're my brother and everything, but you wanted to tell me that off camera. And I said, we got to do that. We got to do that. We got to do this now because they did. I seen your point. They might have misconstrued me. They might have took me as why the reason I took it down because I know that I ain't convey that message in the right way. I know that. Yeah. I know it looked crazy. Yeah. That's the liquor. That's me talking a little extra. Not saying I'm lying about how I'm feeling, but definitely the language I used was not good, and the image I didn't like because it's like I said, it's supposed to be a new leaf, but they know how to bring me back. They always bring me back, you know. And I do. I told you I suffer from Vietnam flashbacks. You know, so yeah, listen. Yeah. So what the fuck you been doing, man?
I've been, you know,
you only call me with some crazy stuff. You never just call me and kill it up. You always call me with some crazy stuff.
What else is there for our lives to be?
So don't complain about crazy shit. The only person who gives you crazy heart attacks is Cuban. You know that.
I can call you about stupid dumb shit, but what would the point of that be? It's no fun in that.
No, it's fun if you're working on your music and you tell me, yo, Q, check this out. Did you do that for nonstop yet? Did you do the beat for nonstop?
Why would you do that?
Because that was the last thing I said. You said you're going to get back in the game and you're going to do the beat. And I said, nonstop your way. I told him, yo, dude, act smooth. He got something.
I'm working on some things, but I hear you. You know, I see what you're doing.
You just see you sitting back and you just like want peace in your life. You want peace. You want to just be a dad. You want to work. Want to eat fucking jalapenos in my fucking camera. That's what you want to do. I know that. Cuban is still in the revolution, my nigga. I'm still in the revolution. I'm still, you know, I still can't agree. Even though
you have no idea.
Even though the big bag is there, you cannot buy me. You know, I have to tell you certain things. I could have took a lot of deals before, and I didn't. I could have sued. I could have took a lot of deals, which represented something that I didn't represent, and I could never be. Remember, I tell you a story when I was looking for a deal before MOB, right before MOB, and Herb.
Yeah.
He put a meeting with me. Some dudes from California, but they're from like Iraq, some shit like Middle East. So he took me to Miami to have a meeting. It was one, I think it was down with BMF or something. I don't recall, but it's like drug dealer niggas. Anyway, what I'm telling you, I didn't know in the beginning. I thought it was just like an independent label coming up, and they wanted to sign me, right? So they wanted to give me, MOB offered me 100 stacks, right, to be with them, and the connection was there already with Audi and stuff. So I was never going to sell out like that unless it would have been crazy. I would have did some business shit and said the audio they offered me this, which they did. They offered me 200. These dudes, 200.
You talking about Audi and them?
No, I'm talking about the other
company.
The other
dude.
Before I signed MOB, it was another company that tried to get me. And I had a meeting with Herb and all that. But there was also, instead of MOB offered me 1, these guys offered me 2. Right? But the only thing was about that they wanted to manage my movie career. But they wanted to be 100% owners of my rights. Right? And I was like, they even moved them the number up to 3, 4. Almost, it was 5. I told them, I can't do that. Can I sign my rights to you 100% for life? No, not 100%, 75%. They wanted 75, they were going to give me 25.
That's still crazy.
It's crazy, right? Because there's no way, especially at that moment when I was like, I'm not going to get caught in another Terror Squad deal. I didn't know what they was really taking. I just signed it because of fucking friendship, love, and unity with the crew. I didn't know Joe was going to really do it like that. So, this time around, I was like, no, I can't do that. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? For life, I could never change it. I even told them, listen, if you lower that and we go 50-50, I'll do that. I won't mind doing that. And that was still me, you know what I'm saying, feeling like.
But you were already on that mind state, but a lot of people didn't know when you were signing the Terror Squad deal.
I didn't have those meetings.
But with the Terror Squad deal, you were trying to do the joint venture, make sure that you had the
no, the Terror Squad deal was Joe bringing us the paper and saying, all right, we got a deal. Well, part of it was that. It was not no gassing up with numbers. The only numbers that I told you, the Terror Squad deal was $15,000 for Joe. I mean for Pun, $10,000 for me, $10,000 for Armageddon, $75 for Chase, $75 for Prospect. Tony Sunshine ain't getting nothing. That's the budget that he signed. And we said, I already had my deal with Atlantic that I got 50 for. So I was like, you know what? This is a side project. This is the team. So Pun had a problem with it. But then once Pun, said, all right, fuck it. Let's, we try to make our nigga grow. He hooked us up with a deal. Besides, with separate deals, let's make him eat. Joe, but I'm talking about Joe. So we didn't mind doing it for him because of that. But that's the wrong thing to do. Don't ever sign yourself like that. That's what happened. That's why we got into so much bullshit later on with the business because he took advantage of that. And he got $10 million from that deal.
Yeah.
He only pieced us out the original crew with $55,000 from $10 million. Oh Lord Jesus! When I look back, I want to slap myself. But that's what he did, and then the rest is history. But
you was looking good. Look, you was looking good at that time. But that 55, you was looking like $1 million.
Yeah. So I didn't mind.
Yeah.
But it's the wrong approach, because the love and the trust took over. Sure. That equals bad business. But I'm saying I was in a position to sell out the Audi, my word to Audi, and tell them, I'm going with MOB already, regardless and all of that. And I stood to my value, and I stood to where money couldn't buy me. It didn't make sense to buy me. Regardless, maybe they would have had a number up there, I would have been like, nah, not for life. Not for life. That part bothered me, the life part. So I could never think I could do a deal like that. And then later on, but the finish of that story is that I said they didn't want to budge. I told them, if you do 50-50, they went into the booth and they had a little meeting, came back and was like, no chance of that. I said, all right, brothers, man, thank you for having me. Great. Thank y'all for even believing me to offer me something like this, but I'm good. I can't do that deal. I walked out of there. A month later, them niggas is on the news. It's on the news. They got fucking bags with fucking like 28 Ks, a drug operation from LA. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Herb was trying to set me up with that. But, his job was to get me a deal. So it wasn't, but lucky I didn't take that. That was
you
another
made the
side
right,
right there. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah,
and
I
MOB
just wanted to clarify
was a good move. Thank you.
Yeah,
I got 2 songs on the MOB album, thanks to you. One I got credit on, one I didn't, but I did both. But we're gonna leave that where it is. Thank you.
The business side was always so disorganized, you know that.
Yeah.
But you did a lot more than just 1 or 2, man. You did a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you didn't get credit in real public, like in my heart, nigga, you can put me in the high chair and I'll tell you exactly what you did, how much you meant to it, so the world can know. I'll give you that credit now. I was never in charge too much of the business side. That's what the problem was, also. But anyway, for those that don't know, I did a song with Jadakiss myself. It's called what the hell is it called? Smooth, do you remember?
You talking off of
MOBs, yeah. What's the song called?
Yeah.
When you talk about it. It's called Talk About It. Cuban Link, Jadakiss. Just for y'all to get some confirmation where our musical skills get together, combined once in history, in my career, in his career. We did that for MOB. It's called Let's Talk About It. Funny. Look, I'm over here in real life saying, yo, let's talk about it. Right? But let's talk about it. He did a killer verse for me. You know what I'm saying? Making me so much money, I need me another hand. Oh, he killed it. And he told me, and this one lyric at the end where I confirm, Jada, because I'll probably do this in another chapter, because it was a little complications of us getting the song done. First he told me he got me on the arm, strength and the love, because we got that relationship from Yonkers. I used to go see, where he was from. So we had that with people. And he told me he got me. So when I put him to the test, I sent him the song. And I told him, yo, my brother, I need a verse from you, blah, blah, blah. He told me, I got you. But he did I got you. Then he sent, I think it was Groovy Lou. Groovy Lou make that happen. Salute to Groovy Lou. His stylist. He's also Puffy stylist. So I think Groovy Lou put that together. I don't know what business thing, Jada gave me his word. He got me on some MC stuff. But then the budget kicked in, whatever. They found out that, I got people that are backing me up. He changed it. I told him, no, matter of fact, he told me he'll do it for free. I told him I'm gonna throw him 10 on the strength anyway. I thought I'm gonna throw him 10 on the strength. I don't want you to do anything for free. I believe in, if you do something for me, I'll pay you. Give me the hood love discount though. You know what I'm saying? How we do it. So he agreed to that. Then something happened, a situation happened with him. That was the excuse. Something happened between him and Artie because of the price difference. And what Artie had told me is that Jada wanted more money, because for the video. I mean for the song. And then I couldn't get in touch with Jada. So it was just like Artie and him, the CEO for MOB. That was discussing in there. They had an argument or whatever. Next thing you know, Artie told me, he wanted 50. Because that's when he was like, he had Y out there. So he was platinum. His first time Jada went platinum.
Yeah.
So me and Artie, I sat down and he told me, you think he's worth it? I said, hell yeah, man. He's worth more than that. But he just gave me his word that he was going to do it on the strength. Then he went to have me giving him 10 and he stopped that. So he's not right there. I started thinking that, he's not a man on his word. He was dealing with me. So I guess he started dealing with the business side, and he got more out of him. I okayed it. I green lighted. And then I got a message from his people talking about Jada doesn't want to be part of like This and Joe track record, because I had he wanted to hear the verse before I spit it. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna put nobody into my that beef. I didn't plan it, even though my mind was doing his own thing when I was writing lyrics. That's when nigga, I'm a threat. I'm nigga disturbed, so we're gonna rap in your head like a Muslim turban, all of that. So it could look like I was sending shots at the fat guy, but it was the regular hardcore rhyme that I said, and he was okay with it when I finished it. And Jada spit his part. But yeah, man, it's one of my favorite joints, along with No Mercy. But that was the MOB era. And Jadakiss and Cuban Link got a song to talk about it. You talk about that, talk about keys. You know what I'm saying? So It's dope ass song. But I just want to give you a background of what happened back then. I never said that.
Nah, that was a lot that I was there for that I didn't know.
Yeah,
Because I was
you
just
wasn't
playing
there.
my part, you know.
Yeah, I was behind the scene. Nobody really know that story except me. And we did show. I did a show with him in Club Zeno's in Manhattan. MOB. We hired Jada to do alongside with Maya when I had the 2 singles out.
Yeah,
Yeah, we was
Sugar
paying them to be
Daddy.
in shows with us, so we was getting money with us. You know what I'm saying? I okay that. I agree that led that. You know what I'm saying? The award ceremony when Young Buck stabbed somebody from Sugar Nice, can't remember the
Wow.
Vibe Awards. The Vibe Awards. We was there together. I went to see them before I sat down with Jimmy Henchman. Mama, I went to, you know what I'm saying, say what's up to the whole Locks. They had their own session, the Rough Riders. So it was a lot of love. It was a lot of love. That's why the disappointment is even like, you know, I don't know.
I understand, Q.
Vietnam flashbacks, man. Cuban Link is guilty for that. So consider that one of them, you know. And I try to erase it because at the end of the day, those that know. But yeah, the next day, you know, when I seen it, I erased it. And somebody took it. That's just what it is, and I stand on it. You know, with a little discretion is advised, but there was definitely emotions behind that. You know, but it's not to that type of disrespect. You know,
I
you feel better.
understand.
You feel better now. I'm not shitting on your favorite artist. Yeah, that's what you felt.
I never wish.
That's what you felt like. That's what you felt like. Yo, you hit me up like I killed somebody you love. Like,
Do
yo,
I
how
not
can
have the
you
right
do this
to?
to me? How
Do
can
I
you
have a
do
not?
this to me?
Do I listen? You are a reflection of me. I'm a reflection of you. You gotta understand that. So whenever I see something, I gotta say something to you, man.
I didn't like the way
I
I
gotta.
looked. I didn't like the way I looked either. You're right. That's what I said. I bow down. You know, I know how to do that. You know,
But I don't go on social media and talk shit. I come and I talk to you directly, and you give me the platform for us to clear it up.
exactly. And to those that, you know, like I said, it might have been misconstrued how you took that anger, which is easy to take the anger the way it looked. You know, like it was a personal attack, and it was like I got beef with him because he did something extra wrong with me. It wasn't that. It was just a lot of built up emotion, a lot of built up memories, and you know, expectations from a real individual that I'm thinking is real. Will do the right thing, and will put, you know, I look at him like he's one of the real ones, and it's a lot of disappointment when you depend on other people to actually do what you need to do. So it's my job to do what I do. But you know, I'm not the one putting people in. You know, I'm not telling you to hate Joe. You know why? And I even hate the things he's done, hate the things he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Hate the way he's maneuvering and just putting an illusion out to the world and keep telling lies and no lie. And he's trying to make a lie a truth. That's what I have a problem with. You know, a man can't stand on what he's done, and it's no good to me. You know. But anyway,
Understood, brother.
that was it. That was it. I wanted to clear it up for you, especially because it hit personally to you. You took it personal more than Jade, I think. You know, and I
Listen,
understand.
man. I've been a student of hip hop my whole life, man. This is my business, my industry, my love, my passion. I love you, and this has always been something that I don't take this shit as a grain of salt. This is my culture. This is part of me, man.
Yeah,
Like I live this
I know,
shit,
man. And it's
man.
part of me too, man. And I got played. Listen, we grew up with it. We've seen it from the outside, and we've seen it from the inside. And
Yeah,
you know, a lot of mirages, and I had to learn that. You know, I'm learning still to this day. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I like to get clear is who's standing by me at the end of the day for the right reasons. For the right reasons, not for, you know, you want to get in the limelight with me now because, you know, you think you see me as a vehicle for you to better your career than say F me like so many did. You know, real dudes that stand up. Why you think I hate jokers? Why you doing better than me? Money? What you think that? Y'all better know not to think that. Never been about money. Never been. Like I said, I have many opportunities to do the fake. To me, fake. Probably the realest thing to do at the end of the day. Like sue, like get money from these companies that I could have got it through the situation that happened to me. And I never chose that. I chose the culture. I chose being real as an individual. I chose the way I was taught coming up. though it was wrong, whatever. Because nowadays they doing the opposite stuff. They coming off. They're benefiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That money bag,
Yeah.
that bag is in their side all day. They're doing the wrong
Yeah.
thing and they're getting bought out. They're getting their morals trampled and bought out from. So it's like, you know, it makes me feel like, yo, what the hell? So the game is turned, you know, a whole 6 down on people. So, you know, that's how I see it. And it's like, that's still not right. I still can't be comfortable with that. I can't submit to that, you know? And when something is real, when the foundation of something is real, it's always going to stand, it's always going to hold up. You know what I'm saying? Whether the other flaws, the stories are make-believe or are poorly built, whether, you know, when the building comes crashing down, that foundation is still going to be there. But it's just time to rebuild.
Well, I thank you for always being that brother, man. I thank you for always being that person that I can love and respect as being ironclad and being who you are. You know where I stand, and I'm never going to not be real with you. So
No.
always know that. If I got to check you and say, hey, brother, what's going on? That's what I'm here for. But we're going to always be brothers, man.
I expect you to check me, and I expect you also to understand my mind,
Of
which
course.
it's so you know out there. I'm out there. It's not like I'm you know I'm open book.
Yeah, you
I'm open
different.
book.
You're a
I
big.
do wear my heart and my feelings in my sleeve, and I let them loose, especially when I got a little liquor. And not because I'm loose, and I won't say no, because I feel that way.
So I'm the
I feel
same
that
way.
way, for
That's
real.
why I think I love and respect you so much, because I understand that. Sometimes I don't understand it because you different with it though. You're on a whole nother like plateau with your shit. But I'm there. I understand.
Yeah, that's me too. That's when I challenged Nori also. When I didn't want to go in Nori. But then I'm thinking back, I'm like, why didn't Nori take Joe Sal when this dude used to be campaigning for the Terror Squad to be together? And I seen him on blog. Dude go back and he's like, yo, you can't say Terror Squad without Cuban Link. You can't say Terror Squad without saying Pun, Triple Six. And he gave everybody love and he was a unifier. And I don't know, somewhere when Joe gave him a deal, he started rocking with Joe. Oh, you know, Cuban Link did that. Oh, Cuban Link this, that. You know, Cuban Link is lying on Joe. When that's how
Convenient.
it is. Yeah, I know, but I was still trying to be cordial. We're like, you know what? No reason this, but then I had to hit him with the pun story, with the little Chris story, where he denied, where he said no to Chris at 9 years old to do a song with him because Joe told him. That's when I said, this dude is evil. You've been down with him. I thought he'd change because he was trying out the whole unity thing, but no, he just wanted opportunity. Once he got it, it's ethics and morals, which I was giving him props of him being an ethical, you know, unifying dude and a real one.
Yeah.
But nah, he was just looking for that bag. That's how I seen him. I judged him because I seen the progress of the show. They would talk about me. EFN tried to do the intervention and show me a little love, but that was shut down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, these dudes will kill me. And they'll say they love me. They'll tell everybody, yo, I got love for Cuban, man. Just Cuban, man. They don't know what to say after that. They just caught up in, and I can't feel sorry for that. You being caught in the middle. You chose to be in the middle. Life put you in the middle for a reason, not just the bag. He made a choice. You know, you're gonna stand up for what's right, what's real, giving real props and credit to those creators who really created, and you know, giving the musical credits that they deserve. That part. But when you let somebody con you and use you against me, you got to wake up and realize that. You know what I'm saying? You can get that back, but you're going to get backlash from a real individual like me. You're going to get put in a situation where you're going to have to show the people or tell the people, you know, what your values are. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm about, really. You know what I'm saying? Holding people accountable. You know, and respect to all the YouTubers, man. I've been doing this for years. And this platform, I always said it. When I came in humble, and I gave love, and I show love, and I respect what they do. That's their livelihood. And it's always been me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm with them. You can see me through the comments, whatever. And yeah, I go off and on this because, you know, life is life. I keep telling y'all this excuse. The album been ready. It's just I got to get everything right. You know, my team got to get things right. It's not just about me. If it was about me, I could have just did everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's important to have a team. That's why the team that I want, that I need, needs to have the same vision and share the same kind of everything with me so we can make it happen, you know, from the bottom to the top, you know. But yeah, man, we still here. We still part of the people and the people's champ. The champ is here. And when it comes to lyrical, I tell you, none of them could touch me. None of them. I don't care what you say. I'm talking about lyrics for lyrics. Song for song. That's that, man.
I love
Look
you,
at
man.
Jada. Jada got one of my brothers over here rule for him lyrically. You ain't shit, Smooth. You're a sellout. Yeah, you know, I got another dude too. My man Biggs, he loves Jay-Z. You know, I'll be like, why don't you join Rockefeller? Did Rockefeller show you enough love like COK? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, why is COK like your number one? Like, you got another? You love all the niggas? Like, go over there.
That's it.
But I know they
During the
love
beef, I was a Nas fan. I'm a Nas fan all day, so I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
I love Nas, but the problem is that I got a personal relationship. I got a story about these situations, like these people that we love.
Yeah,
as fans, I love them too, but as real individuals, I got a story where I got to question their you know, the values to me. Like as standing on right, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't call people, they don't call others out for the wrong they're doing. And yeah, sometimes it's not your business, but if you got a chance to express and tell a story.
A lot of people just listen to lyrics. That's it. They don't care about the politics. They just listen to the lyrics, man. So lyrically, I like
I'm
to
supposed
say,
to represent. I'm not only your player. I'm the player.
I'm a president. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Lyrically, that's it,
Yeah.
man.
Do you love me? Do you love me not? Oh, you know that. Yo, but my brother, you know, it's always great talking to you, man.
You
yeah,
too,
man.
man.
I need my people. I try to invite other people to come because sometimes I can't think of the questions. Because what you got to learn about this too, after all this time has been passed, is asking the right questions. Everything, asking the right question. You know what I'm saying?
So you know what the point with that is with you?
Yeah.
You got to be quiet and let the people ask the question.
See, that's good. Oh, you want to be quiet all fucking day? Like you're the
You
quiet
talk
fucking.
You talk too much. You
I've
don't
been
let the
too.
people ask the questions.
Oh, you talking about here? I'm talking about life.
You,
like, I can't
in
be
general,
quiet.
you.
I'm the riot. I'm not the quiet riot. Even though I had a song called that too, the quiet riot. But yo, I got that. But now like right now, you don't see that the attention is really on the craft of the lyrics. Doggy Diamond was explaining that. You know what I'm saying? How he's been fighting for hip hop. And you know, he's caught up with the memories of the art form, and everybody that's a rapper are on these podcasts talking shit about each other and just doing gossip or doing whatever it is, and they forgot about the craft. So he said he's gonna stop doing that and really bringing out some real evidence he got. If you go check out Doggy Diamond's last thing, yeah, he had it up to here too. It's such a place, man. Even the humblest individuals, you keep doing certain things, the top is gonna explode, man. Pause. It's gonna explode, and they gonna have it. You turn a good dude into.
I'm gonna make some joints. I'm gonna make some bangers, and I'm gonna think in my mind just for you. You're gonna bring me back. I'm
I'll
gonna
tell you
bring
this
you
a
back.
year
I
ago.
swear.
I'll tell you this a year ago.
Hang up. That's it. It's over.
Anyway, my brother. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, man. If I get to talking and I start, I get cold with that, and then I'll be like, I've never been a gossip. I've never been somebody being a. I could state you how I feel when I relate it and make it personal, like some that somebody else went. But I don't want to make it that personal because I know it's gossip. I don't do the gossip stuff. You know, that's why you see me only here when I had a real topic. And the real topic is, of course, the fat guy. You know what I'm saying? Fat guy got a lot of. He's the octobeluga. He's an octopus and a beluga because he got a lot of tentacles that you know, are at work. And like I said, when I look at him, the Fat Joe guy, I relate the system. The system is backing him up. The system is what's against me, and that's why the revolution will be televised. You know, and that's it. That's all I got to say. And I gotta definitely let talent speak. You know, but yeah, man, a pleasure, Smooth. You already know. I know I took you out of your comfort because you was trying to just have your little Sunday little traguito. You know, the little mojito you got over there. And that's why I said, no, we going live. He said, no, I'm not ready. the first question I asked Smooth when I got on that phone, are you drunk? He said, no.
I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Wow, come on,
I know,
bro.
but that's okay because I was drinking when I did that block. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. But this one came out good, my brother. I know the topic was great. I need it. I didn't even, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even realize somebody took my thing and made it, and it was a thing. I didn't even know that. I thought I erased it. It was like, those who heard it, heard it. they know how I feel.
Listen, am I my
That's how I
brother's
felt.
keeper? Yes, I am. All the time. I'm always gonna be your keeper. I'm always gonna speak the truth, man. And
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I appreciate you, brother. And I appreciate the chat, those that are with me, those that just was there to listen. You know, say maybe I shed some light on the topic, sober and direct. And so y'all can understand I don't just babble bullshit when I'm drunk. I really say some shit, but then I'll explain it better when you can really understand it. But it's there with origin story to it. You know what I'm saying? So now I explain the Jadakiss story. And like I said, man, I love Jada. Like I said, man, you know what I'm saying?
well,
When
I'm glad we
if you're
cleared the
my
air
enemy,
and we
I will
made
just be like, yo, yeah, I mean, I didn't say that instead of rocking me to sleep
clear.
with your love and you know what I'm saying? Me expecting you be a real one and at least stand on real things and show the image of that. And I don't see that happening. I see you, you know, the more money I guess come in, the more psych you become, you know what I'm saying? The more validation you give now, the more. And maybe his mind is not even on that. Maybe his mind is like, Fat Joe is giving him validation. I don't know how it is. It depends on the individual. But it's seeping through the camera. And I don't want, especially part of my story where you throwing flags, like you can laugh about it when it's real situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's play a real game. Let's play some real football with no equipment. We'll go back to that. I could hit you with a shoulder block, and you could throw a real flag. Then. You know what I mean? You know, you got to be accountability to people, especially when they're telling hip hop stories that are not true.
It will be dope of them if they brought you on the show.
Oh my God, get the hell out of here! You know that's never gonna happen. It ain't
Nah,
happening
that
with
would
Drake
be
Champs. You think it's gonna happen with that? I'll do it. I mean,
that would
if
be
Jada has his
amazing.
own, if Jada has his own thing, and I'll oblige. I'll definitely talk to Jada. I'll tell her, like I said, I would talk to Nori too, but they will never do that. They know in their heart I'm talking the truth. They know my realness is part of them too, but they just can't confront it because it's easier to block Cuban. It's
Of
hard.
course.
These emotions and questions and things that I'm bringing up, they don't want to go into the darkness. But that's really the enlightenment. They just got it backwards. They just rocking with the demon beluga. All right, that's what I got to tell you. When you want some enlightenment, you come see Cuban Link. I'll enlighten you. I'll tell you exactly why things happen, the manner they happen, exactly how it happened without adding or subtracting the truth. You know? And people are scared of that. My brother, love you. You already know.
Love you,
Thank
bro.
you, chat. Thank y'all for tuning in. Maybe we can have, I don't know. I mean, I hollered at these YouTubers. You see me, the Zip with the Drip, the 10 Toes Down, the Hassan Campbell, the Doggy Diamonds. There's a lot of y'all out there. 050 China and Harlem. I know they're all at war, but you know, they're all welcome also to do this with me one-on-one or whatever. You know what I'm saying? One day we could speak about it. Now that they're actually mad at the beluga, though, because they see the beluga for what it is. What I saw 20 years ago, they see it now. He comes into a lake and he tries to eat all the fish and all the plants. And he tries to just, starve everybody out. That's what he's doing. So maybe now we can tell the beluga tales the right way. My brother. I love you, baby.